Hello, this is a video clip intended for the OntarioTech University BA in Educational Studies program, particularly for the EDST1100U Problem and Inquiry-Based Learning course within that program. My name is Dr. Roland Van Oostveen, and this is Session1-1, recorded in 2026. The video clip is presented in the form of a modified problem-based learning object. And one of the things that we'll be doing throughout the course is working through what are problem-based learning objects, how are they constructed, what are they for, etc. Following that format, though, this is the analysis questions, which are always found towards the beginning of a problem-based learning object or a PBLO. And as a consequence, you will see analysis questions for every one of these video clips. First analysis question is, according to the video, why might you be interested in taking a course about inquiry-based or problem-based learning? Analysis question number 2, what are the expected outcomes of the course? What should you know and what should you be able to do by the end of the course? And number 3, what tools and methods will you use to meet the expected outcomes? The course learning outcomes, I'll just very briefly go through them, but this course examines pedagogical related to teaching strategies, concept of inquiry, problem-based learning, its defining theories, its current practices and development. Specifically, by the end of the course, students will have demonstrated an ability to, so this is very exactly the same as the way that these are presented in the course syllabus. Number 1, define key concepts associated with PBL. Number 2, explain theories of learning as well as their possible impact on teaching. Number 3, explore contemporary issues and problem inquiry-based learning. Number 4, describe some of the significant publications regarding problem and inquiry-based learning. Number 5, explore a variety of problem inquiry-based models. Number 6, examine the potential and limitations of problem inquiry-based learning. Number 7, collaboratively develop a bank of problem-based learning objects that students might explore. Throughout the course, you'll be involved in a number of activities and tasks, such as participation in online collaborative tasks, using a discussion forum, Google Docs, Discord, WebKF, etc. Number 2, readings and participation in tutorial sessions. Number 3, collaborating in the design and production of a problem-based learning object. Number 4, participation in mock-up online PBL, IBL situations. Number 5, review the design of an evaluation strategy for PBL and IBL. Course activities themselves. As a university course, expected that this course will require 3.5 hours of class time weekly, plus additional time for homework and assignments. The 3.5 hours of class time will normally consist of at least 2 hours of asynchronous preparatory activities required to develop new concepts necessary for active participation in the tutorial sessions. This will involve activities such as interacting with a series of weekly videos on the course. This is one of those videos on the course YouTube channel, investigating concepts and ideas arising from the weekly video-based case studies and team discussions. This description is usually referred to as a flipped classroom. You'll be responsible for leading your own learning rather than being told what to do and how to do it. In other words, making decisions about what is important to your own learning. Up to 1.5 hours, in addition to the 2 that I've already discussed, of synchronous tutorial seminar activities that involve small group activities and whole group consolidation, attended in the class location online in this particular case. There are other variations of this particular course, what I call physically co-located kind of a setting. And if online, webcams and microphones are required. Note that there will be work required above the 3.4 hours of course time. After the synchronous tutorial time, students will engage in teamwork that requires them to continue learning from the tutorial sessions. And assignments will require additional time on top of that. Please see the assignments that are listed in the course syllabus. Some of the resources that you'll be making use of in this particular course are listed. Major resources are internet-based, meaning they're accessible via internet connection. Some of these may only be accessed through the OntarioTechU library, as they're restricted by licensing agreements. Others are freely accessible through services like YouTube, Discord, or CMAP. It is expected that all students in this course will utilize these resources in various ways. The following non-exhaustive list describes some of the resources and how they'll be utilized. So the resources are listed there and their usage, some of their usages. It's expected that students will develop intellectual independence through this course. In other words, don't wait to be told what tool to use or what to do. Be adventurous, get started on your own. All course assignments are listed in the course syllabus along with their due dates. Since this course follows an intensive plan, students will be expected to begin work on all assignments and course activities immediately at the start of the course. You should be working on this course on a regular basis, not just waiting to be told what particular assignments that you should be dealing with, etc. A final problem-based learning object that you will be creating will be shared in week 12, and it need to be continuously developed to ensure that it's completed by the course end date. It's common to revamp the problem-based learning object a number of times, so don't be surprised when you need to actually do this. Collaborative teamwork will be expected. Students will be expected to form groups of up to 5 students. These teams will be self-regulated, and in that each member of the team will be responsible for participating in the teamwork and ensuring that it is completed within the required time frame. Some assistance will be available from the course TA and the instructor early on in the course, but this assistance will decrease as the course progresses. The student assistance will usually be of the type where reflective rhetorical questions will be asked. Assessment and grading will follow an ungrading type orientation. See jessiestommel.com. I can give you the link for more information. The particular flavor of these concepts will be to provide lots of feedback from you. This is a learning process referred to as assessment for learning, the TA, and from me, as we'll all be course participants or members of the learning community. And finally, the synthesis questions, again following the format for PBLOs. Question number 1, discuss the potential benefits to your education that should arise or could arise from participating in this course. Number 2, which course outcomes are more important and why? Number 3, how are the course tasks, activities, and resources tied to the outcomes? And number 4, how is the course tied together? In other words, made cohesive. And that brings us to the end of Session 1-1 for the EDST1100 course.